Hello everybody, this is Hop to the Hippity Hop bringing you another StarCraft 2 commentary, and this is going to be another fun game. It's going to be ROOTFayth versus EVORekatan. So if you guys don't know Rekatan, he does have a YouTube channel up as well. And he's a very good high-level Masters player. And ROOTFayth, of course, if you guys don't know Team Root, they are a very strong StarCraft 2 clan. There's Rootcats, there's ROOTFayth, Root Minigun, now Root Destiny as well, another strong Zerg player, Root Princess, a Terran player. So yeah, Root has a lot of strong players. I'm actually a pretty big fan of Root Gaming, just because they're so awesome. But I really enjoy EVORekatan's channel as well, because he does do a lot of live casts. I'm not sure if he's going to be doing any anymore, but he is casting as well, so totally check out his channel as well. And yeah guys, it's another game on Zelnaga Cavern, so I'm sorry if I'm repeating the maps quite a bit, but Zelnaga is just a very popular choice. I actually really enjoy this map as well. There's a lot of venues to attack, like this area right here in the back, behind the bush. Tier Natural, it's one of my favorite areas to attack, just because it's so easy to harass. And especially when opponents don't put like a pylon or supply depot or an overlord, whatever you fancy, when they don't put anything there, you can just secretly come in and attack. Looks like a pretty early pool is coming up, if I'm not mistaken. That was probably a 12-11 pool, I'm not sure. And oh, ROOTFayth here actually not opting to wall in at his ramp. Instead, he's gonna go for some Sim City style, from the looks of it. And ROOTFayth is gonna be actually trying to block this expansion as well. But I don't think Rekatan is gonna be going for an expansion. Actually, if I'm not mistaken, this is EVORekatan's whatchamacallit, his safe expansion build. So basically, he knows that the probe is going to be here at the expansion. So what he does is he gets an early pool, which doesn't really hurt his economy. It's basically an eco pool. And what he does is he gets a few lings out to kind of ward off this probe and then build that expansion safely. But actually, he's gonna be mining gas as well. Yeah, so here he goes. He's gonna be coming with the drone, as well as the Zerglings, and the Zergling is gonna be able to safely ward off that probe. So very nice play there by Rekatan. I actually really enjoy this build. I wish I could learn it. Actually, I'm gonna observe this game after to watch it and just steal this build from it. It's a pretty nice build actually. If you look on the Harvester tab, it does kind of put you behind just a little bit in the early game. But what it does give you is some scouting information as well in the beginning, because you do have a lot of Zerglings on the way. Look at this, he is actually forced to build 2 pylons here, just in time for those Zerglings. So a lower level player usually wouldn't be ready for that, if I'm not mistaken. Actually, no, they would be, because he did build his buildings back here. So I don't know what I'm saying actually. And Rekatan's gonna be kind of annoying with his Zerglings, trying to do damage, cycling out his weak Zerglings to the back to do damage to this to the Zealot, but it's just not going to happen, unfortunately. Laying down creep as well. I think he is getting speed, yep, and an early Evo chamber is going down. Just note, +1 upgrades are actually very strong against 4 gating units. So if you have a lot of Zerglings with +1 upgrade, they do a lot of damage, a lot more than you think. And look, there is that +1 going down for Rekatan, as well as expansion. Let's see if he's actually going to be getting any gas. Oh, and yeah, I really like what he does here. So he gets just enough gas for the speed and the melee attack, and then he just takes off all his guys off gas, puts them back on the minerals, and he's just going to be producing mass lings. But for the time being, he's going to be getting drones first, and just enough lings to fend off against this stalker. He does have an overlord ready in the back of Fayth's base to see if there's going to be any, tricky play going down. We have one gateway and another gateway, so kind of strangely placed gateway. Looks like ROOTFayth is going to be going for an expansion as well. Now we do have Zerglings with speed coming down to poke at ROOTFayth, see what he has. And I think Rekatan's going to be happy to see that he's going to be expanding, which means that it's going to put Rekatan in a better position. I think he can actually just mass lings and win this game, and as you can see, he's actually doing just that. He's going to be making a lot of lings, about 6 lings. ROOTFayth, he really doesn't have much. He only has 2 sentries, a Stalker, and a Zealot. And there is that early expo. 1 probe does go down. Oh, and he actually loses just 1 Zergling, but it's fine. And that is a lot of sentries, but just note that once that +1 kicks in, he's going to be doing a lot of damage to those units. And I think he's getting ready for a timing attack. Rekatan building a lot of Zerglings now, as well as grabbing a macro hatch so he can produce more Zerglings to reinforce even faster. Right now he only has a handful of lings, but now 8 more are going to be popping out, and I think, wow, this is well timed attack. Right when the upgrade finishes, he's going to be able to come in, do a lot of damage, and yeah, let's just see what Fayth is able to do. Let's see if he's going to be able to even defend this. Because this is actually a pretty powerful push. Some Zerglings coming in. They have to be careful not to get trapped by the force fields. Oh, no force fields actually going down. And that's actually really good for Fayth. What Rekatan was trying to do there was bait Fayth to drop some force fields and waste some energy on his sentries. But, you know, Fayth is a lot smarter than that. Not going to be doing that. Instead, Rekatan is going to be going for a safe third. Because he knows at this point he is pretty far ahead. If you look in the harvester count here, yeah, he does have, you know, a few more drones, about 5 more drones than Fayth, because he is droning pretty hard, as well as making a lot of Zerglings. 2 more queens coming out as well, and that third macro hatch is going to be finishing. Looks like a push is going to be coming out. Luckily, Rekatan does have a couple Zerglings out here to see just what is going on, and to see that the push is going to be coming. And yeah, you don't see this too often. What Rekatan does is he actually just goes mass ling against Protoss, and a lot of players would be pretty terrified to do this, because, you know, roaches are a pretty staple unit that you want to get against Protoss. But instead, you know, Rekatan's like, I want to be different. This is my own build that I created, and it's mass lings. Oh, a couple lings running by, all the lings going by into the expansion. Very nice move here, and you know, Fayth is actually opting to go for a base raid, so it looks like they're going to be going for a base raid. And I think, no, Rekatan is not going to be backing off from the looks of it. No spine crawlers are up as well, if you do see that. He does have a lot of lings. Be careful not to get force fielded on the ramp. That's one thing he has to be careful for. These lings coming in from the back, I think, very close here. All the queens do go down. Zealots doing a lot of damage to the lings. The lings, nice force fields going down, actually defending, preventing the Zerglings from actually getting into the sentries. But a lot of sentries are actually going to be going down because those lings do have the +1 upgrade. 24 lings coming out, going to be able to do a bunch of damage. And wow, Rekatan actually is going to be able to hold this off fairly easily without losing too much at all. And he actually does have his gold expansion up as well. So Rekatan looking to be in a very strong position. A lot of Zealots are now out. +1 lings actually do shred through Zealots. So yeah, right now Fayth has to be very careful. And I'm not sure if Rekatan is going to be going for an attack. It looks like he is actually opting to go for a counterattack. He does have 16 lings on the way. If we look in the harvester count here, Rekatan did actually lose a bunch of drones. So at this point, yeah, Rekatan is going to be going mass lings. No more drones from the looks of it. Let's hope he can do some damage here, because, you know, I am a Zerg player and I do obviously root for the Zerg player. So a lot of nice force fields going down. Those Zerglings almost getting trapped in. Yep, a few do get trapped in, unfortunately, so they're going to be all going down. And that was actually very nice. Rekatan did force Fayth to use a lot of energy on his sentries. I think only 1 or 2 have enough to actually force field enough. Yeah, force fields do cost 50 energy, so they're not cheap. You need a lot of sentries. That is a lot of Zerglings. We do see a Stargate coming up now from Fayth. So, you know, maybe some Void Rays, because I think Fayth did see a lack of queens. No, actually, there are 4 queens on the field. Let's look at the units tab here. Yeah, there are 4 queens on the field. 49 to 34 harvesters as well. So, as you can see, Rekatan is a little bit behind. He is now producing 10 drones, so he is actually going to be in an okay position now. Not too bad. Yeah, 50 to 44. Still a little bit behind. Spire coming up as well. He is just actually starting to get gas now, so wow. As you can see, this build is pretty cool. It's just extremely Zergling heavy. I actually really like this build. And yeah, it looks like a Phoenix is out instead of a Void Ray. So, 1 Void Ray is coming out as well. So this Phoenix is going to be coming out, picking off a couple Overlords. There are 4 Queens on the fields, so 4 Queens actually are going to be perfectly fine to deal with this. As you can see, Rekatan is actually doing a very good job spending his minerals. because he does have this gold expansion. It's pretty hard to spend your minerals when you're bringing in so much money from the gold. Now we do see a Sacrificial Overlord coming in. He's going to be spotting that Void Ray. As you can see, you can actually see the outline of the unit if you look closely at the Stargate. So hopefully he knows that and he sees that coming out. Looks like, what was that, +1 upgrades coming down for ROOTFayth for his units. And I don't think we're going to be seeing any Immortals anytime soon, just because there are so many Lings on the field. I think he's actually opting to go for Colossi, and yeah, definitely he's getting that Colossi. He does have this third base up, so we'll see what Rekatan does. He needs to stop this third base from going up, but at this point he is pretty far ahead, I would say. Rekatan just kind of sitting outside at the base. A lot of Zealots being morphed in by Fayth as well. Zealots and Sentries, that's actually a very good mix against what Rekatan is doing, because he just does have Massling. But these +1 Zealots are now going to be doing a fair amount of damage to these Zealots, or to the Zerglings, so he has to be careful. Nice transition. Rekatan is going to be going for Mutas now. So yeah, Mutas are going to be doing a lot of damage, and this is a very brilliant transition if you think about it, just because Fayth is forced to get a lot of Zealots and Sentries because of the Massling in the beginning, and if Rekatan does go for Mutalisks, he won't have any Stalkers out to deal with this. What he does have, he does have a couple of Void Rays as well as 1 Phoenix, but these Mutalisks are just going to be doing a lot of damage because ROOTFayth is going to be caught off guard, and I think he just realized that. I don't know if he's going to build another Starport, but he's going to continue to build that 1 Void Ray from the looks of it. Queen is going to be able to easily defend this. 1 Zergling up at this eastern position, as well as another Zergling on this western position to see for any sneaky Expos. And I'm sure by now Rekatan knows that this third is up for ROOTFayth. So let's see if he actually goes for some kind of counterattack. We do see Thermal Lance upgrade just about to finish. And I remember Rekatan saying that Zerglings are actually pretty good against Colossi if you can get them at a good position underneath the Colossi, because Colossi do walk over units. So Zerglings can actually, Zerglings don't surround the Colossi, they actually go through it and under it, so they're able to do a lot more damage to the Colossi than one would actually think. So yeah, we'll just see how effective that is and how correct his theory is about that. But oh my goodness, I just want to see how many Lings that is. 112 Lings to 12 Mutalisks. That is just a ridiculous amount. Here come the Lings, or here come the Mutalisks, sorry. The Mutalisks are going to be coming in to be doing a lot of harass. But you see a Templar Archive coming down, so we're definitely going to be seeing some storms. 1 cannon, 2 cannons actually placed fairly nicely. Looks like a pylon is going to be sniped, so nice play there. And oh no, I'm starting to lag a little bit.